how to keep the person you love in 60 seconds. 1. Stop being needy. Learn emotional independence. Neediness isn't about affection, it's about fear, the fear of being alone, unloved, or abandoned. When you constantly seek reassurance, check messages, or demand attention, you communicate a lack of emotional self-sufficiency. Over time, this drains attraction and respect. Healthy love requires emotional regulation, being able to soothe your own anxiety instead of using your partner as your emotional regulator. The paradox is that when you no longer need someone to complete you, your presence becomes more peaceful, magnetic, and grounded, the very qualities that keep love alive. 1. Have goals beyond the relationship. One of the biggest mistakes people make in relationships is collapsing their entire identity into the other person. Without personal goals, ambitions, and passions, you become emotionally dependent. You stop being a full individual and instead become an emotional extension of your partner. Enmeshment. Personal boundaries. Mutual commitment. Healthy connection. 1. Don't make everything dramatic. Be a source of peace. Drama is often a symptom of insecurity, the unconscious belief that intensity equals love. But real love doesn't thrive in chaos. It thrives in peace, consistency, and trust. Be calm. Choose to be calm, understanding, and emotionally grounded. Create safety. You create a safe space, something every human being craves at the core. Build trust. People stay where they feel emotionally safe, not where they feel constantly tested or drained. 1. Have standards. Don't beg for love. Before asking how to keep someone, ask whether you even want to. Standards protect your self-respect. They're not about controlling your partner. They're about knowing your worth. When you keep chasing love that disrespects you, you teach others that they can love you cheaply. Keeping love requires boundaries, not walls, but filters. You can be open-hearted while still discerning who deserves your energy. 1. Put effort into the relationship. Don't let laziness kill intimacy. Love fades not because of time, but because of neglect. It's easy to stop trying once we feel secure. But effort is the oxygen of love. Thoughtful gestures, kind words, shared experiences. The opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. Keeping a relationship alive means treating it like a living organism that needs care, not assuming it will sustain itself. Thoughtful gestures. Kind words. Shared experiences. 1. Trust, but walk away if it's broken. Trust is the emotional foundation of any deep bond. Without it, every moment becomes a test, every silence becomes suspicion. However, trust doesn't mean blindness. If someone repeatedly violates your trust, staying isn't loyalty, it's self-abandonment. Forgive. A healthy person knows when to forgive. Walk away. But also when to walk away with dignity. 1. Take care of yourself. Love isn't a rescue mission. Physical, emotional, and mental self-care are silent indicators of self-respect. When you take care of yourself, your partner feels safe, not because you're perfect, but because you're stable. No one wants to feel responsible for another adult's basic well-being. mental care, physical care, emotional care. Healthy love means showing up as a complete person, not someone waiting to be fixed or saved. 1. Don't be constantly available. Presence loses value without absence. Constant availability might seem like devotion, but it erodes polarity. When you're always around, you remove the natural rhythm of desire, the tension between closeness and space that keeps attraction alive. Mature love respects individuality, two people choosing each other freely, not clinging out of fear. 1. Love yourself, the root of all secure relationships. Every single point in the video leads back to one truth: you can't keep someone you love if you've lost yourself. Self-love is not arrogance, it's emotional alignment. It's knowing your worth, setting boundaries, and taking responsibility for your happiness. When you love yourself, you become emotionally magnetic because people are drawn to those who radiate inner peace, confidence, and purpose. Final thought. Keeping the person you love isn't about control, tricks, or overeffort. It's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't need to chase love because your energy, presence, and purpose naturally sustain it. Love isn't maintained by intensity. It's maintained by balance, trust, and mutual growth. And that begins, always, with you.